2 Megapops is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to get 2 million or more pops with a single tower. Today's expedition is going to be a, it's not going to be a fun one, let's just say that. Starting off with good old reliable submarine down onto the field here, and if you enjoyed the video today, then please consider clicking that subscribe button so that you can be tuned in for more videos in the future like this one. Also, by the way, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we will do a 2 Megapops with base Mortar. So going to tier 2 or below upgrades, isn't that a load of fun? Hope to see you all there when the torture happens. There's a very sneaky spot up here, which I hope we're going to be able to put Striker Jones in just before the round ends. So let's see. There we go. Not as sneaky as I wanted it to be, but we'll take it, honestly. He just looks like this little head poking out of the house. What you doing there, mate? What are you doing by my house for there? Round 14, yellow balloons are really annoying on this round, sorry, to say the least. Let's go on strong again to decrease their movement speed, and then once this round ends, we're going to have ourselves a mortar on the field, which is going to make the difference for our going to make a difference for our success on this round here. So we're going to place a mortar over here in range of Striker Jones, obviously, so that we can benefit from the 25% increase in their pierce of any towers nearby. And yeah, and also all the other passive bonuses that Jones gives to all mortars. Pretty cool stuff, which is why we use Jones for these mortar tube MPs for their support, obviously. Bigger blast because of that bigger blast radius. Who's gonna say no to a bigger blast radius? Only a dumbass would say no. In Bloons Tower Defense 6 terms, obviously. For other things in life, maybe you do want a smaller blast radius. Depends on what you're talking about, obviously. Advanced intel, we're going to go up to submersion support so that A, we can decamouflage camo balloons, and B, while submerged, this submarine will not do any damage whatsoever. Here we go, submersion support is now active. We're going to unsubmerge again because of these black balloons and white balloons of this round. Yeah, I did keep the balloon colors correct, thank you. Put you back over there. Gonna decamoufy that green balloon, deal with the blue balloons first, and that is round. Let's see if we can go through this round solo. If not, then we may need to use the submarine again. But yeah, I might need to use the submarine again. Looking a bit tight up here. Yeah, looking very tight. Yeah, they're gonna skew a few. So I'm thinking we need to unsubmerge our submarine here. Oh great, the greatest threat has entered the field. Yellow balloons. Yeah, I keep telling myself, oh, actually, we're going to do this, actually. Maybe we should keep the submarine unsubmerged for just a little bit longer. Not needed. So next up is, did I buy Balloon Buster? No, I must have just circumvented that by going for rapid reload, which is, yeah, for some odd reason, the odd pinks keep sneaking through our defenses. Fine, I guess we will unsubmerge it one last time, and hopefully this will be the last time I need this submarine unsubmerged. Hopefully. There we go. Balloon Buster has finally been reacquired. Yellow balloons dealt with. Did you know that the most deadly balloon in the entire game is a yellow balloon? Because sometimes they just don't want to be damaged whatsoever. They always lead themselves to the exit of the map. Did you know that if you have a Balloon Buster upgrade down, it turns a lead balloon into a yellow balloon, or several of them? Ninja Kiwi really hates me. Heavy Shells is now active, which means we can do bonus damage against ceramics, lead, fortified, and stunned balloons. Also can attack faster as well, which is brilliant. And by default can pop black balloons, which means we now have the normal damage type, regardless what level Jones is at. Acidic Mixture Dip, we're going to go Berserker Brew, Stronger Stimulant, and then by round 40, we should be able to have a Jungle Drums village up and running. The decamification of, oh gosh, there's one over here, you try to sneak through, didn't ya? You see, this is all the evidence to tell you that yellow balloons are very dangerous in this game. They just don't want to be decamouflaged or don't want to be popped. Enough shells though, surely must do the trick. Surely? Question mark? Who knows nowadays? Berserker Brew, then Strongest Stimulant, making each of our shells just a little bit more powerful because we don't exactly have a lot of damage to have in the beginning anyways. And yeah, you will definitely be seeing an alchemist buffing our mortar here when it comes to the base mortar 2 MP. Strongest Stimulant now online. Are we going to get the perishing potions? Absolutely not, because that ruins my games. Yes, I'm calling you out, Reddit, because sometimes you have questionable choices when it comes to what things I should do for my 2 Megapops runs. And no, it's not the way. Like perishing potions is not the way unless you absolutely know for certain that the alchemist is not going to attack anything at all. I mean, if it attacks for bad, that's not too bad at all, honestly, because of the fact that it's only one target throughout the entire game. Let's see, round 39 dealt with. We're going to get jungle drums now. 320 left for round 40. And now we are going to show no mercy to this Moab. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth are you going to be able to deal with stuff like ZOMGs and, well, DDTs and the bad later on if the first Moab with the final upgrade of your current, 2 MP intending tower is well, the Moab's going to get better far. Well, we do have some speed control stuff in hand here, like an Absolute Zero and Balloon Sabo and glues of sorts. But do you think some permanent camera section is quite wise, honestly? Because I don't want to have to wait until they're decamouflaged before I can start attacking them. And we're going to get call to arms anyway, so there's no point in goofing around. We're now going to get the clocking over upgrade. Well, at some point we are. This, for 2 Megapops runs, this candy house here, gingerbread house here, chocolate house here, is honestly the well, not perfect, but it's a very ideal spot in order to make your supporting towers have a lot of line of sight blocked before they are able to attack a balloon. So that is why I've kind of parked the majority of our towers over here. Pink balloon, for goodness sakes, do not be like a yellow balloon now and invade my attacks. Oh, I'd just love to buy that upgrade, but no, this is heavy shells, not artillery battery or pop and ore. What if I accidentally buy the upgrade and we end the round? Wouldn't that be a load of fun? Not really, it wouldn't be fun at all. Don't ever think about it. Don't ever think about it. Don't jinx me, comment section. Overclock is near. Well, that's a bit of a tease. We're very close to getting the overclock, but we just don't quite have enough money in order to get it, you know. We should have to suffer through the rest of this, and hopefully we'll be able to make it out to the other side in one piece without our sanity drained out of a window, just like I did with Shell Shock 2 Megapops. Hopefully, though, this won't be anywhere near as agonizing because of the map. Like, the map is shorter than Resort, but the layout of it makes it much more friendly for your supporting towers, because with your supporting towers on Resort, you have to kind of stuff them on the bottom left hand side of the map, but they still got a lot of coverage when it comes to like their ability to see and pop balloons. So it's not like they really do have coverage. It's like you have to utilize that tree on the bottom left, but that only blocks one tower, so you have to make your choice carefully as to like what tower to block. So therefore, in this case, later on, Striker Jones is a very dead. How'd you get 3 pops there, for goodness sakes? That should not be the case. You should not have 3 pops venom there, okay? Ensure your heavy shells mortar is overclocked at all times. Because it's a tier 3 tower, overclock runs for more than 100% of the time that it's active on a tier 3 tower. So you don't have to be too worried about instantaneously applying it again. But do be warned though that sometimes overclock can bug out if you reload the game, if you used it early enough within its ability life cycle, because it thinks that it's running out of its past usage on it. So if you used it once and then used it again, the game thinks that it's using up the previous overclock's usage and not the current one. So that can sometimes bug out, which is really annoying. Don't want you getting any pops, thank you very much. Our next choice is going to be very obvious. We're going to go for a Moab glue of some kind. So I do want to place it as over here as possible so that it kind of catches some of these ZMGs and BFBs so they make it over here. But again, I do want to place it so that I can actually enable the glue gunner to reach the Moabs when they spawn on the track. So I think this is a good spot, but is it too far down? No, we're just going to go with this. Got to Moab glue, and that's going to settle that for a good amount of time. Relentless glue is going to be very important here, because it's going to be one of our only means to get bonus damage on balloons when they are stunned, which is what the heavy shells can do, bonus damage against stunned balloons. Like, we could use Jones's concussive shell, but then again that would mean unnecessary steals, which could be used for relentless glue to do that, minus the damage if we don't go super glue or corrosive glue. Welcome to Tab Spacebar Gaming, where the only 2 buttons you really click, actually 3 buttons, speaking out loud now actually, is tab to move the cursor, spacebar to make it go fast forward and stuff like that, and also as well the button which you need to press in order to activate the overclock ability, and also click. So left click as well. Fine, 4 buttons. Can't quite afford a glue strike yet, but we are very well on our ways for a glue strike. Get that additional damage up and running, because we need all the damage amplifiers that we can get, because we don't have a lot to begin with. People really love the Infernal Spike and Infernal Ring and Perma Spike 2TC video which I did, which I'm honestly quite proud of, because I heard that camo solo in the mid game with Deadly Spike is quite hard to pull off, so I'm quite glad of it actually, because you don't want to sacrifice any of your Deadly Spike piles for the regular ceramics around 50 if you can pop them all around 50, because you need all of them for round 51 when all of the ceramics on that round are camofied. And also, yeah, we do have fortified Moabs on this round to deal with, so I'm going to have to kind of hope that we have ourselves our glue strike ability ready for when this becomes a problem, like it is now. Don't you dare glue bug on me now, please. Sometimes that is a feature in the game where the glue itself does bug out and you can't apply both kinds of glue onto the balloons here, especially for Moabs. Go away, regrow balloon. Let's see. Glue strike there. Please pop them. Really? You're taking this long to pop a fortified balloon, which I thought was one of your strengths? Okay, I'm glad I did that, because if he started getting pops, we would have to restart the round. So, how are we going to do against all of these behemoths over here? Not too bad against them whatsoever. Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to glue strike for second lot so that we can have it for round 64. Then the third lot of ceramics. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't pop them because it's PS overflowed. So therefore, if you exceed your PS, then any balloons which would normally be able to be popped are no longer be able to be popped, because there's no more PS left. Right, MIB territory. Does it do anything for our heavy shells here? No, because we've got the normal damage type anyways, but we're getting called to arms. So that is over 8k, which was wasted on a normal circumstance, because all you really need for the middle path is radar scanner for heavy shells. Give a change to the glue strike / glue storm mechanics so that you don't require corrosive glue for the glue strike part for additional damage for a balloon to receive. Is no longer just tied to a corrosive glue update. So upgrade, so it is a really good thing. So that means that regardless of cross pathing, you can actually do the +2 damage on a Moab class balloon without actually doing damage with the glue gunner itself. Pretty big for 2 Megapops. In comparison to Shell Shock, we don't have as big of a blast radius because I don't have that shockwave damage. But you're going to notice that going up against ETs is going to be easier. Not a whole lot easier, but it's definitely going to be easier because of our bonus damage against lead balloons. And what does DDTs classify as? A lead balloon, but also a black balloon, and also a camo balloon. But because it has that black balloon property, lead balloon property, we deal bonus damage against it. And if it's ever stunned at any point because of Relentless Glue, which it will soon be, then you're going to notice the damage ramping up by a little bit. But again, like Tesco says, every little helps. Yeah, BFB's only making it to the first bridge along the river, so that's pretty good actually when it comes to our chance on round 79, but we have to also consider the fact that we are going up against other targets on that round, not just fortified BFBs, so you're going to have to kind of draw your attention away from the BFBs so that you can actually pop targets which are closer to the exit of the map. Round 75, famous for having bunched up BFBs because Ninja Kiwi thought that was a great idea. It is a good idea. It really tests your abilities to go through the round. Fortified Moabs here though, very annoying, very fast, and very bulky. Not great combination actually when it comes to trying to combat certain types of targets, you know, when they're fast and healthy. Oh dearie me. Moab's been a little bit of a threat here. It says, whoa, my goodness sakes. I thought I already popped the second group of BFBs. Oh dearie me. Me and my knowledge and my understanding of Mortar Micro. Yeah, I feel like this might be a retry. No, not so far, but again, we still got this slot left to deal with. I need... Wait a minute, why? I thought, okay, you are sticking, which is good. If you weren't sticking, then that might be a problem. Please pop them. I don't want any stragglers. I want minimal steals. Oh, for goodness sakes. We're just going to have to let that one fly, okay? We're not going to fail because of that one steal, okay? Meanwhile, later, you got 1,999,999 pops. You wish you didn't let that engineer steal that one pop, dear flare balloons. Who says men can't multitask? I can press tab, click left, and talk at the same time while trying to fathom out where is the best course of action to put my mortar cursor next. Bloody hell, they just don't understand. Those people who think that men can only do one thing at a time. Look at all this that I'm doing right now. Do you see this as just a single task? We are so close to the wonderful call to arms that we can almost taste it in our grasp. It should come about on round 78. Sorry, I was thinking we've already gone past round 76. Just thinking of another difficult round. Also, we got at the end of round 75, which is really good. Okay, glue strike the ceramics there, just to make them a bit easier to deal with. And also the slowdown effect, which is very nice. Very nice. Let's give all these balloons the payload of their lives. Call to arms and the glue strike ability there. We're not going to upgrade it to glue storm because we need that additional money for spike storms for round 100. Absolute zero, balloon salvos, the relentless glue upgrade, you know, all the good stuff going on here. So speaking of relentless glue, we're going to get these two upgrades right now so that we can start taking advantage of the extra damage to stunned balloons. Because of all of the pierce that we have with our mortar, rainbow regrows on this round are not an issue whatsoever. Being said before disaster, but as you can tell, the entire screen is cleared of them. But we just got the rest of these to deal with. Yeah, got fortified BFBs to deal with. We leave a cursor on them for as long as possible, honestly. But we still got this last regular one to deal with, and hopefully that should go down at some point. I keep trying to click the Striker Jones' third ability. It just doesn't work, okay? We've got nothing to activate it with. Well, we could, but then that would defeat the point of this challenge. Okay, that's the first fortified BFB kind of dealt with, but still I'm not too confident because of how far they're making across the map here. Can we pop it, please? Please? Go with that one, but what about this one? The more difficult one, because it's at the back of the map here. Need call to arms again. Got relentless glue, which is kind of helping out here. Need glue strike. Need call to arms. Yeah, we've got call to arms active. Can they pop them, please, before we get to the engineer and Striker Jones? Yes. The pain has subsided for a little bit. Okay, round 80. ZOMG territory. Let's see how far across the map this makes it before we decide to poop our pants. Permafrost going up to snowstorm. We don't require the cold snap because the MIB aspect of our village is giving the cold snap benefit to the ice tower for free, so there's no need for that. Give a relentless glue first on the ZMG and then apply the glue strike, otherwise sometimes the relentless glue may not lay its glue on the ZMG because of a glue bug in this game. Or is it a feature? I'm calling it a bug, okay, because they don't always interact. Sometimes they do and other times they don't. That's inconsistent. Inconsistency leads to bugs. Oh gosh, Moabs, and kind of separated, which is not good. I prefer them all to be together, to be honest. And are we going to get some steals here? I hope not. Come on! Don't steal any. You kind of did, but it's only one. You got 3. You've got 2. You've got, well, that was expected. Otherwise, we couldn't get this game up and running. So there we go. We're now into free play rules, and super ceramics have now spawned. I've learned over time that getting absolute 0 first is better than getting balloon sabers first. Even though absolute 0 is more expensive, its benefits really outweigh the benefits of balloon sabo. But having both is pretty cool. There's a pretty small window to get that bonus stun damage, but take advantage of it while it's there. And also the stuns themselves are pretty good for a whole team, the advance of the balloons themselves here. Round 81 going quite nicely here. Not really worried much about anything. If we can actually delay the ending of a round itself so we can get our abilities back, then that is pretty good. Like for example, this blue balloon here, I don't need to worry about popping it because we can get call to arms back and all that jazz for this round. For round 82, where we have fortified behemoths. Target the regular ones first, get them all done and dusted into Moabs, and then we'll concentrate our firepower on these while they are on the track. Blue strike them, obviously, so to get that more damage up and running. Although now that we do have the snowstorm, we have to be quite careful about when we use our snowstorm ability, because we don't want to use it while the glue strike is still in effect on these balloons here. Unless, of course, it's like ZMGs, and I'm not too worried about that bonus damage. But when it comes to other balloons, yeah, we don't want to feel the ceramics affected by glue strike and then use snowstorm, and then we do +2 damage for every single balloon that we affect. This is not good because they're all quite staggered out. Not too concerned about that. We kind of need to hold the balloons for a little bit here. Yeah, they're making it quite far. We don't have call to arms. Should I put the pin effects on our engineer just to hold them a little bit while the foam is there? Or, oh, come on, pink balloon, don't be like that. Like, you just have to really. Nah, I'm not happy with that. Have you ever heard of a game getting over it with Bennett and Foddy with the inconsistency of a mouse movement? Well, that's what it sometimes feels like here. You do exactly the same thing, but the game decides for you that you should be doing something else instead of what you wanted to do from a different time in which that said time actually worked. So sometimes you're fighting against the game in order to do what it is that you want to do. Even though you put the right inputs in, the game decides for you as to what you're doing rather than what you inputted, where other times it works out exactly as you inputted. Although this looks like a bit more of a successful attempt actually, and since we have relentless glue struck the BFBs back here, I think we're good, question mark. Oh, come off it with your steals. Oh, as long as it's minimal, I'm not too concerned. Come on. BFB. Last BFB, would you... Oh, thank goodness for that. Would you stop with your inconsistencies for once this game? I don't know why this round has made me a bit angry. I do apologize about that. I'm not usually angry. I get, like, concerned or frustrated, but not usually angry. But that, to me, was an angry experience because I do certain things in a correct order, but then the consistency upon, like, how the rounds progress can differ. And it differs because the game decides if you can succeed or not, which is RNG, which is unfair. Yeah, as I thought, round 83 is just a doddle. Unlike round 82, round 83 for this particular tower, getting 2 Megapops is a doddle. I imagine in some cases round 83 is harder than round 82 because you're better against Moabs than ceramics, but yeah, we are on our way to getting an absolute 0, which is going to be absolutely beautiful for both the much longer slowdown when the ice is active, but also the permafrost being applied to Megapops balloons, meaning a permanent slowdown to them until they go into their child form, which is like ZMG to BFB, or BFB to Moab, or Moab to ceramic and all that jazz. You know what I mean. Also, since none of these are fortified, we have an easier time dealing with them all. I think anyways. I'm going to get all of you down to Moabs, and then we can deal with all of you. What? How was that first one much weaker than the others? I don't understand this game sometimes. I really don't. Oh, come on, BF. That... Oh my god, my screen just froze. This game doesn't want me to have it. My screen just blanks out for me there. Even though my recording was affected, my screen just blacked out for a second. It's only been like the past 2 weeks where that's happened to my screen, where it just turns itself off and turns itself back on again, which is really annoying. Like, I updated my graphics card to the latest version, but it's not a power cable thing or anything like that, because obviously I can still see the screen and all that jazz. I've disconnected it from both ends, cleaned it out both ends, but sometimes it could just be a monitor thing or a cable thing. If it's a cable thing, then that's easier to replace than replacing an entire new monitor, which is obviously the thing that you don't really want to replace, but sometimes you do have to make small sacrifices. And speaking of which, we are 9 away from an absolute 0. No, not 9k, just 9 away. Can we get it, please? It's going to be a mighty asset. There we go. I didn't even press the button. I must have clicked over the ability by accident, but I swear I did not press it. The game just decided for me that I'm going to have my absolute 0 activated. No, I definitely did press it. Relentless glue coming in clutch here, stalling the balloons, stunning them, enabling bonus damage against them, because these super ceramics, they are no joke whatsoever. Come on, ceramic, be popped already. Thank you very much. Can we finally do it this time without accidentally clicking the button? But guess what? There might be steals along the way. I'd rather save the ability for the beginning of round 85. Thank you very much. I don't mind the ice tower stealing because it only does 1 damage. So you're kind of not really being concerned about that. But Striker Jones and the engineer, yeah, they're more concerning about steals. Oh yeah, then there's the alchemist as well. By the way, I'm not buying perishing potions. Wait for both ZMGs to be on the field and then use absolute 0. Wait for both of them to have the pink blue before striking them with yellow glue so both are active at the same time. But sometimes if you have only the glue struck effect on the Moab class balloons, and this will continuously fire at it thinking that it can stick to it, but it actually cannot because the bug keeps occurring. If I didn't care about the game as much, I wouldn't be complaining about small bugs like the glues not stacking with one another, but because I do care about the longevity of the game, like I really do. Like, I love this game so much. It's honestly my favorite game made by Ninja Kiwi, and just one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't want to see it small things turn into big things. So like with the glue bug here, sometimes like it's not going to occur here because obviously that has managed to go down to Moabs rather than stay at BFBs. But I really do care about this game. So when you sometimes see me complain about, see, look at that. They were both affected by the glue strike, but yet only one of them is able to be affected by relentless glue in this case here. That shows you that it's a bug and not a feature. They were both from the, so they were all from the same BFB that despawned down to a Moab, but yet because of a bug in this game, it means that they are not always affected in the same way. BUG needs stamping out, Ninja Kiwi, as I've said many times throughout my videos throughout the years. There were 2 of them so far down to fortified Moabs, so we're going to deal with these individually and hopefully we won't have to deal with too many more stragglers. Let's put the cursor up so that it doesn't really, well, it just does. You just had to do that, didn't you? You just had to hate me by doing that. I like consistency with my strategies, thank you very much. And when it comes to Striker Jones himself, level 16, so aside from level 20 and also level 18 as well, we've got all the buffs that we require from Striker Jones onto our mortar here, which is brilliant, but we just need those final 2 levels. This really annoys me. You've been receiving, what is it with you? Pop already! You know what, I'm going to just restart the round because that is BS right there. If that's not enough proof that the game decides which towers or which balloons are damaged more than others, then I don't know what is, because that honestly was BS right there. Got 4 of them down to Moabs, and I just know from my knowledge that this BFB will somehow be popped, even though we don't have the mortar anywhere near it at this given point in time. Bonus damage to ceramic balloons and fortified balloons, and they both stack as well when it comes to fortified ceramics. Come on, there we go, those go down just like that. Perhaps I should have saved the absolute 0 for around 87, but I think we'll get the ability back. Honestly, it's a pretty quick cooldown on absolute 0. Ninja Kiwi, if there's one thing I would like for you to not do, and that's to make this cooldown much longer. Do not do that, please. Now then, 4 ZOMGs? When you're going to deform down to BFBs, which is why I'm holding off my absolute 0 ability here. No, because if I was about to say, if I use it now, they're obviously going to deform down to BFBs. Come on, last ZMG, you know you want to be popped. And let me just show you, but look at that. It affected the first one, but not the others. It's a bug. Go down to Moabs. Obviously, the last few are not going to... Obviously, you're going to do that as soon as I activate the ability. Inconsistencies. But this one is player casted. What do I do here? There's so many of them. That's the problem. But I can't really divide them up since they all spawn near enough the same time. And obviously I have to bring my cursor over here to prevent pop steals. This is just as painful as shell shocks. But at least we do have some bonus damage that will help us out here against certain types of balloons. Okay, the last BFBs are obviously not going to get paused because of this game's stupid inconsistency with the game. Really? You know what? I'm just going to restart the round. This is too much. You know what? I'm just going to start damaging them all exactly the same time, so there's absolutely 0 way in which some will pop before others. Hopefully they should all pop at exactly the same moment. There we go. That's what I am talking about. Near enough the same time. I think it's because of the ice tower over here on the sea, which was the only factor when it comes to all this, really. I'm going to save call to arms for when they all go down to Moabs, because that's when I think it's going to be much more important. Hey, guess what? This is a topic we've already talked about. Affected one of them, but not the others. Slow them down with absolute 0, glue strike them, and last, oh thank goodness for that. What made that last one tougher than the others, for goodness sakes again? game. You deciding which ones are tougher than others. I'm sure there's some other factor involved here, such as the player. Okay, this time around I definitely know that there will be inconsistencies. Don't you worry, I'm not going to complain about these ones, because I have to move the cursor over to where the ceramics are rather than, oh, do not fail on me now, for goodness sakes. That is such a stupid moment to fail on when that is a thing. Okay, just ceramics. I can handle all of this. Just don't escape the absolute zero, please. And that's round 87. Lots of pain involved, but also lots of patience. Absolute zero, and then the rest goes from there. Get those BFBs popped first, and hopefully the so Moabs pop first, then BFBs, and then we'll focus on these few ceramics for some odd reason. I was able to pop the other ones, but just not those ones though, apparently. Get those Moabs. Yeah, this just shows the huge health gap between BFBs and ZOMGs, honestly. And now we have money for the Balloon Sabo, which is going to be very good. Our first of, well, our quad factor of Balloon Sabo ninjas. Okay, we're both down to BFBs. A little bit poor timing of our Ninja Sabo, Balloon Sabo abilities, sorry, because they're now not affecting the BFBs. Despite the fact that the clouds were still there. BFBs. BFBs. Turn into Moabs. Turn into Moabs. Any day now. Anytime now. Okay, we're just going to use a recall to arms venom there. Use the absolute zero venom there. Hopefully they should all be popped relatively soonish. Okay, we're going to move the cursor over here, and hopefully some of these balloons will be slowed down enough so we can get our abilities back. If we can leave those two blue balloons that are back there, that would be pretty cool. Let's see, move the cursor there. And got our abilities back enough, which is pretty good. Round 89. Okay, so let us now use the Balloon Sabo ability. Let's use the other abilities there. Hopefully got all of the fortified Moabs in one single area, so we can pop them all relatively short apart from each other. So we've got this lingering one at the back here, but I'm not too concerned about that one. Sorry, in the front. I lose my words sometimes. We are really well and truly going down to fortified Moabs here, but we do have a bit of an issue with our ability timings, because we do need the means of being able to have like Absolute Zero, Blue Sabo, and Glue Strike ready for the DDTs next round. Otherwise we may have a lot of trouble trying to deal damage to all of them with just heavy shells. Okay, let's speed up around here. I think we're in the clear now. But let's just use a Balloon Sabo, honestly. That's less important than having Absolute Zero ready here, but I still kind of feel they both are one and the same. Oh god, sometimes they're not getting stunned. Please be stunned. Please be stunned. Please be stunned. The stun potential is, oh, Black Balloon, honestly. Usually you're the mortal enemy of the mortar. Great. Oh, this is not looking good at all. Please. Oh, again with the inconsistency of HP. That is really This game hates me. You don't need a losing to a yellow balloon simulator game separately made. Just watching my channel gives you the content that you truly desire to lose to a yellow balloon in such stupid ways. Yeah, we're just going to need to use it now. Hopefully we can get Absolute Zero back for round 90. But honestly, sometimes the inconsistency of the... Also, the Relentless Glue as well feels a bit inconsistent with its usages. Just don't escape, please, like last time. Absolute Zero, sometimes you're just not freezing the balloons whatsoever. And obviously, there's one still stuck up there. Please, I don't care about steals at this point. Too much. Not looking pretty, to say the least. Okay, we've got abilities to round 90, which is pretty good. Right. Use it right off the bat when you feel like it's necessary, and then just affect them all. I know that these are going to be glue bugs, so they won't be affected by Relentless Glue as soon as they are decamoufled. See? Look at that! What am I telling you? We do have a bit of a super ceramic issue because we're not doing enough damage against them, and I don't really want to use absolute zero at this given point in time because of the fact that, well, we're going to be seeing too many steals really from the absolute zero ability. Oh my goodness sakes, you are unbelievably resilient. You annoying, oversized... I don't even know where I was going with that. Where was I going with that? I'm not too sure now. Go down to... There we go. Go down to Moab so I can use absolute zero on all of you at exactly the same time. More resourceful than just trying to spam it out as much as possible. Although we do need to spam out as much as possible because of this game. Ah, goodness. No. Oh, that's quite a few steals there, honestly. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that we saw a lot from that point forward there. Really close to our second balloon sapper though. That's going to be pretty good. Okay. Relentless Glue, I need you to hold on here. And obviously pink balloons are just going to just ignore the laws of physics and glue altogether here and just continue to just spam your way through the entire track. Come on, Moabs, please be... Look, you have MIB on you. Why was that zebra balloon allowed to just go straight through you? Might just send a letter to Sam from Ninja Curie saying, please fix Glue Gunner. There's no context behind it. There's just, please fix Glue Gunner. Work it out for yourself. I won't do that, actually. I love your games. Please fix Glue Gunner. That's love spelled as L-U-V and P-L-Z is how you spell please. I love your games. I love you as well, but please fix Glue Gunner. Glue Gunner bug really annoying me. Also, that is the context, actually. Hold on. I think this is a good opportunity to recover some of our abilities here. Thank you very much, as you can tell. Thank you for existing, Red Balloon. Okay, round 93. What can we do here? Well, we should have brought Balloon Saber on the previous round there, but you know what? We're in this for the long run. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is not, this doesn't have DDTs. I thought this was round 93 for some odd reason. I'm a doofus. Right, dealing with the fortified Moabs quite easy, actually, on this round. Hopefully, the rest will come into play here. And that's all of the fortified Moabs dealt with. Good. Sometimes they are a real pain in the ass to deal with, but with our heavy shell, there's nothing is too big to pop. It may need some help on the fortified. Sorry, on the bad side. Not the fortified bad. What is this? ABR? Come on, ZMGs, please all pop down to BF boys. Thank you for going down to BF boys. And soon you will be down to Moabs. And then from there you know where. Nothingness. Into the nothingness. Come on, please go down to Moabs at some point. Any day now. Thank you. Then the rest of you. And up to zero while they're all under the same condition. The same layer. Did you know that onions have lots of layers? Just like a certain ogre has lots of layers. Everything is an onion at the end of the day. And I repeat, everything. Because everything has lots of layers. You better not try and escape from me now, ceramics, for goodness sakes, because you all are really annoying me today with your ability to escape the map. That was a lot of unnecessary steals there. And we don't quite have it ready for when the DETs pop out, but I think we should be able to have it ready for when they do pop up. Yeah, that's good actually. So let's get all of them done and dusted. Hopefully we'll be able to pop all of them. You see how quickly their HP is going down? That's because of our bonus lead damage. That's what's doing it. And also the fact that heavy shells can attack faster than usual, which is, well, then the previous upgrade prior to it, which is pretty nice. The middle path of a mortar is literally about attack speed and bonus damage. How about if we divide these rather than trying to take them all out simultaneously? Have a bit of an easier time and also control our peers just a tad bit more. Obviously, those ones are not going to pop because they're stubborn fortified Moabs. And hopefully. Yep, those ones go down. Now it's just the rest of these. Use. I can't really use anything, really. Even though we just did. Okay, these last two. Okay, this last one. I hate this game sometimes. It took you far too long to pop. Thank you for your inconsistency, game. There we go. Dealt with the DDTs there. I'm sure the fortified BFBs are going to be an entirely different story altogether, because this game loves to torment me. Okay, that's all of them down to fortified BFBs, but not all of them are going at the same rate, and all of them are quite staggered out for some odd reason, which is not good on a tower which has limited AoE and lots of microing involved. You know which tower I'm talking about, the Mortar Monkey. There goes the rest of round 93, hopefully. Yes, use your balloon Sabo there, and let's not try and pop all of... We're going to have to kind of pop that one, actually. Let's not try and pop all of them at the same rate. Okay. Do a little bit of damage, then go away. A little bit of damage, then go away. Oh, blue balloon, that's pretty good, actually. There's only overclock, so I don't need to worry about that now. Okay, round 94. But first, what the hell round when it comes to the amount of balloons on the screen. If we get all of them into the same AoE area of the heavy shells, we should be able to deal as much damage as we possibly can, and all of the BFBs have been popped, which is nice. Okay, Moab, let's freeze them there. They're all within the attack radius of the heavy shells here. Hopefully we can deal with all this before they start to swing around. Oh. Like I said about the inconsistency of damage. Yeah, I'm not liking this one bit, honestly. Oh, come on, please. Ninja Sabo, please, going to work. I don't like the amount of steals that we're getting with the absolute zero ability. That's the thing. Yes, I do need to use it, but I'd rather only use it when there's only like Mo class blues on the screen where the amount of steals we get is very minimal. But whereas if there's lots of ceramics and the amount of steals that you get, especially with glue strike ability activated, is not good whatsoever for our endeavors. And we can afford our third balloon Sabo now, which is good. BFBs, where we're going to go from here. Let's see, absolute zero, blue strike, and obviously it's going to start being a little bit iffy with me here, but overall that's pretty good. If we can get, okay, absolute zero and call to arms. Since they are all relentless glued now, we should be able to have an easier time throughout this round. Hopefully. The inconsistency with some of these ceramics, honestly. Some of them are glued and other times they are not glued whatsoever. We have the amount of PS required. It's just the fact this game loves to spit at me. Give a bit of a curveball here and there. Come on, relentless glue. Please work and keep them stunned. No, we're going to have some steals here. And we might have an escapee here if we're not careful. Oh, come on. Thank you. Ah, dearie me, this is really stressful. So then, round 95. A round in which we've all been waiting for to see how this is going to go down. We kind of need to divide the DTs just a little bit when it... I'm not happy with our first balloon Sabo placement there, honestly. So we kind of need to have them all a little bit more grouped up. So going to need them to be a little bit more clumped up together. But knowing me, that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Kind of need to focus on these frontmost ones first. I prefer they're all a little bit more clumped up together, but this is just how it's going to be. Call to arms, I'd really appreciate it. So appreciate it if you come back online. We're doing the damage, but I feel like their movement speed is just really annoying me at the moment because we don't have any Sabos currently ready. They're all waiting to be ready. Great, great. Just absolutely fantastic. Even though they got permafrost, we are still soaring through to the exit of the map here. Yeah, that's my fault, honestly. That is definitely my fault. I'd actually prefer if the fourth ninja was not affected by the MIB there. Oh, good. Look at that. That DDT is bugs because we can't glue it with our relentless glue gunner. Ninja Kiwi, when will you fix this? Okay, we've got no more Sabos left for some odd reason active. Why the... Like, I sprayed out the abilities quite well. Why is it that it feels like they're so not ready to be used again? I don't know. I just play the game. I'm not the expert at this game. And if you think I am, then you've got too high hopes for me. Last of the DDTs, but not last of the ceramic threat here. Plenty of them kind of come in handy here. Oh my goodness sakes, that last one was so annoying. Why did you give me a jump scare like that, game? Yeah, that's the rest of round 95, hopefully dealt with. Somehow you got some steals. Obviously glue. So obviously the range bug come into effect here, but also the fact that Moabs have a larger hitbox detection. And there goes round 95. If I don't get this at the very end of all this, I'm definitely blaming some range bug mechanics here, and also the fact of our stupid timing of Absolute Zero. After having some dinner, we are finally back on Balloon's Tower Defense 6. Oh, we're still here. Oh, damn. Well, at least one of the last 5 rounds. But we've still got to get through these last 5 rounds with heavy shells. So that's the regular BFB. Sorry, Moabs dealt with. Now it's these BFBs. Am I identifying them correctly or not? I don't know. All I know is I am fed up of this scenario by now. These heavy shells are giving me heavy regrets. We do have 4 balloon sabers now, which means we can spend our remaining money on whatever we like. It's also going to constitute towards 2 spike storms for around 100. So yeah, we need 2 of them so that we can pop the band in time for giving us enough room for the heavy shells to do all the remaining heavy lifting. There goes the BFBs. I honestly think I could have done better with my steals, honestly, if I just used my Absolute Zero ability a bit more sparingly when there are loads of balloons on the screen, but that's just how it is. A small sacrifice to pay. The question is, when are these going to turn into BFBs? It was quite a long way into the round before we could start attacking these Zoom Chiefs because of all of the other targets on round 96, so this might be a restart depending on when these transform into BFBs. They're crossing the second bridge, which is not ideal whatsoever, and they just had to turn too soon, didn't they? Yeah, they're going to make it a bit further on the track than I would like. Soon we'll be on Moab, soon. Very soon. I cannot wait until we can do this, but then again I used my call to arms, so maybe that wasn't such a great idea to do that. Balloon Saba, use the Glue Strike for the additional damage, but we do have this small issue to deal with here. Hopefully the ninjas could provide some distraction so that then, well, then they'll be distracted. They get chucked back. All that good stuff. That's all the good stuff, by the way. All of the lovely good stuff. Okay, Absolute Zero goes to work there. Not too happy with the amount of steals that you have. That is really unideal for the steal count of our Absolute Zero here. I did a test game of this and obviously I succeeded, but I did far better with my steals on the Absolute Zero. But this time around, I am really struggling here to keep this under control. Yeah, this is not looking too good. We do have a red balloon at the very back here, which is good. We can get our abilities back, including the Absolute Zero itself. And yeah, we'll just pop it right away. I'm not too happy about the amount of steals that we're getting here, but it's just one of those things. We can get bigger stacks at any time, and more important thing is to get the ability up and running here with a spike storm ready for around 100, so we're going to do just that. Round 97, 2 fortified UMGs. How are we going to fare against these? Well, it's going to take a while to pop these, so see you when they get transformed downwards. Okay, we're starting to go down. The second one took a little bit longer, as you can tell. And hopefully these will be a bit more grouped together by the time they go down. Oh, goodness sakes. Come on, Absolute Zero. Come back, please. I need you. Oh, no. That popped a bit too soon for my liking. Damn it. I didn't like that. Oh, come on. Stay in the circle. Oh, come on. Absolute Zero is not... It always comes down to just one inconsistency ruining the entire run. How about we start attacking them at exactly the same time rather than just when the first one spawns out. There we go. That's what I like to see. Exactly the same time that they were popped. We'll go down to BFBs. Don't have the Absolute Zero at the ready. But do a Balloon Sabo ready to do that, just what it did there. So hopefully we can get through the rest of this. Hopefully. Since it's going to be a few steals again. But you know what? That's part of a painful process. Okay, let's go and do that. Obviously this one ceramic is going to ruin our entire mojo here. Please do not do this to me. Losing my voice, losing my patience, losing my mind. I don't want to use these abilities again at all. There we go. That's around 97 dealt with, and we've got Call to Arms ready. We've got Absolute Zero ready. Glue Strikers nearly ready. And for the final touches, level 20 Striker Jones. Yeah, we're going to get Artillery Command for round 98, which means we can now use Artillery Command, meaning that our heavy shells does another 3 damage. This always goes from the base level, not from what it currently has as buffs. Oh, and the second spike value as well, because we need that up and running as well. Okay, round 98, the most stressful round in the entire game. Let's get this going. So let's look at our steal so far. 4.75, 4k from the Absolute Zero. Obviously, this is going to stay where it is. Our ninjas over here, and also this one as well, has got a few hundred. Biker Bones has got nearly 300, and this has got just above 200. So not that many. I would say that's about 7k at the very most when it comes to steals. Probably going to be 8k or 9k by the end of this round though. Okay, Absolute Zero, Balloon Sabo, Glue Strike, Call to Arms, and Artillery Command. Let's see if we can get the damage rolling on these fortified BFBs. Here we go. They're starting to leak out now. Okay, Absolute Zero beforehand, so that some of them have a time to catch up with the frontmost ones, actually. So this is probably one time where having some under the Absolute Zero and some are not as a good opportunity for some damage. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We can do this. Come on now, please, heavy shells. Okay, I'm not too concerned about some of them being leaked at the front there, because we are concerned more or less about the backmost ones here. I am kind of worried about using... Oh gosh, Absolute Zero. Why were there so many steers there? Can we have a better job at clumping them all up together? That would be very ideal. Okay, they are all down to fortified Moabs from the fortified BFBs. Okay, another Balloon Sabo active, please. Get them all, divide as much as we can, please. That is very ideal. And some of them are... How the hell did you manage to go through the track that quickly? That's what I'd like to know. Like, surely... Oh, of course not. Our Balloon Sabo wouldn't be active because of that. It doesn't affect child balloons. Okay, how many steals is this good? Oh, goodness. What? How did you get so many steals? You got like 1k steals, for goodness sakes, from that first Absolute Zero usage. Your damage is so random. Yeah, you got like, okay, 600. This is the most round 98 experience of all time. Look at how much fun we're having here, trying to get all this under control. And somehow you got a lot of steals again from just one use of Absolute Zero. And also the... Come on, Glue Strike, you're still active. I can tell because some of the Moabs are still under the influence. And yeah, we just have to try and bite the bullet with this. But I, in my test game, managed to get 1k less steals with Absolute Zero. It's like, hey, well, I see you're trying to record this, so therefore we're going to make it so that the Absolute Zero has more damage artificially rather than coded in the game. Well, there's the fortified BFBs dealt with. Now it's time for the regular ZMGs. Look at how much PS we've got to compensate for here. Going down to BFBs, although not all of them going down at the same rate. Some of them under the balloons. Actually, that's a good thing because it means they're all bunched up more closely together if some of them are under the balloon sabo effect and some of them are not. So that's pretty good in a way. So, get them all bunched up a bit more. But again, there's all of these Moabs over here. Okay, some of them are under Absolute Zero. I need a Sabo to come back. So they're a bit... Oh no! They're separating apart. I don't want that. I want them all to be together to use up all of our shells. Oh, using my Absolute Zero ability there was such a bad idea. And I need both of these abilities ready for round 99. Let me try and just do this without them, but I am honestly not seeing a path forward without requiring the additional pierce temporarily and attack speed and pretty much everything. You just have to be in the way there, don't you, Absolute Zero? Ha! You just have to be in the way there for me. Okay, Absolute Zero. Look, you and I need to have a talk here, okay? You're not stopping these ceramics from passing through sometimes. And I need you to be on your A game here and not get so many steals because of Glue Strike. I wish you can just ignore the Glue Strike. Know that this is something that I am intending to be a 2 Megapop scenario. And for you to only ever do 1 damage per target that you're trying to freeze. These ninjas I'm also concerned about. Yeah, this is not really good, honestly. Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. But we managed to get ourselves well, 2 Spike Storms now, but we don't have these abilities back for round 99. We've Call to Arms ready. The rest is not ready. What do I do here? People, tell me what to do here. I am stubborn-wackered, if that's even a word, as to what I should be doing. Okay, Absolute Zero. Do those few things. I'm not going to use up... Yeah, we'll use Artillery Command, honestly. We do not need to reserve such force. We need to bombard these fortified DDTs. Yeah, the extra damage is coming in clutch with both the lead factor and the fortified factor, making these fortified DETs far easier to deal with than if, let's say, if we just had base mortar. Even shell shock is a big disappointment against fortified DETs, but guess what? It's shell shock. What do you expect? Huge collateral damage? Play patiently around 99 with the rest of these. Just deal with them as much as you can. Allow... Oh, why does Pinks do that? That's so annoying. You should be able to stick them, Glue Gunner. Okay, we're at a good point, actually. We're doing much better than I thought we were going to do. Come on, you two. Don't let me down. We've got the... Oh, we've got both abilities ready for round 100. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice, as the cool kids would say. There's no cool kids around, honestly. Okay. That is round 99. Done and dealt with. So, what am I thinking of here? No, we're not going with Perishing Potions. Reddit, okay? We're not going to do that, okay? Not going to do that. None whatsoever. So we need to use Blue Strike. Call to arms. For some odd reason, my computer is lagging there. This game definitely wants me to fail. Oh, and I forgot artillery command as well, my bad. But we should be able to get the majority of the benefit out of it, minus the attack speed while under artillery command. Can we do this? I think... Oh, come on. Spike, what? Yeah, that's not enough damage, honestly. Good, this time I didn't have the lag that I did the previous time. Thanks, computer. Blue Strike, Call to Arms, and then the Spike Storm again. Let's see how we're going to do here. We got our cursor over absolute zero, ready for when that happens. Maybe I need to use the first slot of Spike Storm a little bit later on in the round. How about this time? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Get them all under the same cursor while we under the absolute zeros cast here. Let's see now. Do another call to... Sorry, another Balloon Saber. Let's get the Blue Strike up here. We should be able to pop these DDTs right now. I was about to say pretty soon there, but that's actually right now. Okay, so that's what DDT's dealt with. We are in the clear here. We've got another, like near 40k left when it comes to this round, so we are in the clear. Yeah, we're definitely in the clear. Come on, ZMGs, when are you gonna get popped? I know it's gonna be pretty soon. You're gonna be popped. There we go. That's what I love to see. Do that double base damage. It's double base damage, by the way, not double damage altogether, because that'll include every other base. Every other stat, sorry. Every other base stat. What am I talking about here? Okay. Don't want to use Absolute Zero just yet. I want the BFVs to be... There we go. That's what I'm talking about here. Look at us go here. We have reached the 2 million mark. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen of the board. We have reached 2 Megapops with heavy shells. All of that suffering and all that earlier complaining was truly worth it, because we got over 2 million pops with the heavy shells. Done it with shell shock. Done it with heavy shells. But can we do it minus the tier 3 upgrades? Well, you're just going to have to wait and find out until we get to 10k subscribers for the channel before I even attempt such a behemoth. And I won't do a test game. I'm just going to go for it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. So let's look at our steals here. Life 400, that's pretty good, honestly, because Striker Jones loves to steal lots of pops, especially in the late game. Engineer, not that many steals. It's honestly down to our absolute zero here, like near 6.5k steals. Obviously, this was going to do this amount of steals, possibly a little less if we could do that. But honestly, I think some of those early rounds were pretty unavoidable. Obviously, these would score the most amount of steals because of their need to be used against the bad around 100. Then there's also this Ninja Monkey over here. Like, I couldn't really place the Ninja Monkey over here without it being affected by the permanent upgrades to this outside of like the Call to Arms ability. And also these were very needed, both of these glue gunners. Like, glue gunners are just... Why are you on last? I don't get it. I don't remember ever placing you on last, honestly. So please be sure as well, alongside liking the video, commenting on the video to tell me how awesome I am or what I can do to improve in the future. And then also subscribing, but also use my creator content support, creator code, creator support. I'm too tired, honestly. I'll be doing heavy shells to Megapops. And see what you can grab by purchasing any of these goodies using my creator support code, Flare Balloons. It's in the channel name. So if you want to get yourself a Mr. Beast awesomer pack, or double cash mode, or some knowledge points, or some tier 4 instant monkey packs, but there's very rare times where there are tier 5 instant monkey packs or some race passes or just a huge amount of moolah. And they're all there for you. So you'll need a team of monkey Sherpas to reach the summit of this awesome mountain of monkey money. I've already got it minus using IRL money by just playing the game. Also, I'm not a big fan of Glacial Trail. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.